One worm that I want to talk about now is the Fishco finesse worm. This is the worm that I've fished the most over the last few months throughout the summer. They make this finesse worm in 4 inches, 6 inches, and 8 inches. And of course, the one I've been using at Allatoona most of the time is this 6-inch finesse worm. There's two things besides the unique color of this particular worm, and this is crawfish orange swirl. One of the things is the profile. It is a little bit thinner and more sleek than some of the competitors' finesse worms. Just slightly slimmer than some of the others, and it slides through the water great, gets to the depths, deeper water, it seems like quicker. The other thing I want to talk about is the texture of the plastic. It is plenty soft, but it is slightly tougher than some, and I can catch, I guess on some worms, I've caught 10 or 12 fish or more on a worm before I retired it and put a new worm on. It's got a little toughness to it, not in the feel or whatever, but it just stays together a little bit better and doesn't rip. So I'm a big fan of the texture of this plastic and the thinness, basically the profile of this worm. Another thing I'm going to talk about, some of you, if you followed my Facebook page, I've talked about a new finesse rigging that I've kind of kept under my hat that's been working really well, and I caught literally hundreds of fish this summer with my clients, and this little deal is called a Jika rig. This is a technique developed in Japan, and while it hadn't caught on like drop shot fishing has and so forth, it is really used for pressured situations, and we've never had more fishermen on the lake than we have today. So I've found that they bite this really well. You can detect the strikes easier, and the hookup ratio is better than a Texas rig or a shaky head. There are Jika rigs on the market. Gamakatsu makes one, but it's got a much heavier gauge hook, and it's not quite nearly, in comparison, it's not as finesse as the one that I'm making with a small tungsten weight and the light gauge wire hook. And for spotted bass, this has been really fun to use this summer, and it's really been working. And I've used it exclusively with these Fishco finesse worms, and we've had some really great catches on this little rig right here.